This episode of Nerds Gone Rogue is brought to you by Killers. All John ever wanted was to be normal, but the grisly murder of his parents when he was just a child left something terrible brewing inside him. John was a killer, a fact he'd accepted as he now lived on the streets, looking for a place he belonged in this world. On a night that seemed like fate, while on a train heading west, a stranger intervenes as John is on the verge of his most recent crime. His name is Professor James Conrad, and he asks John to come live with him in a group of young serial killers he has taken under his wing. Together they search for a purpose in their murderous ways. It isn't long after a new sadistic serial killer begins to terrorize Seattle, and throwing a wrench into all they are trying to accomplish. Time seems to be running out for the group to find the answers they are searching for. Where will they go? What is their purpose? And with the killing closing in, who will survive the night? Written by C. Benjamin Doyle, Killers is available now on Amazon and Amazon Kindle. Get your copy today.
What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nerds Gone Rogue, episode 93. My name is Matthew Keel. Alongside me, as always, producer-in-chief Corey Deering. How are you, sir?
Good. I'm tired. Busy. A lot of things going on.
And
so much to do in so little time.
Deering to the left of me, Matthew's to the right. Here we are, stuck in the middle with Moose. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Really good this week. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Saw a concert last night. You're all happy about it.
Yes, I beat God of War. I knocked out a challenge game. I'm working on a second. I mean, this freight trains are rolling.
What you playing, sir? Tell us all about it.
Must be nice to have all this free time, jerk.
I can't help it that you're having.
Corey's jealous.
It's Corey.
Busy.
It's Corey's fault. He didn't pull out early enough. Anyways.
I mean, that's true.
Fair.
When you get to the top of the mountain, it's hard not to just jump right off. I get it.
Anyways,
okay.
So I played God of War. To be honest, I don't know when I finished it. I'd have to look at the trophy for the ending.
I think it was last Thursday because I remember you posting about it because you were like, "Hey, 1/3 of Nerds Gone Platinum has
exactly." So
blah blah blah.
One-third of the hosts have beaten it. So we're supposed to do a spoiler cast soon, and so I got to a certain point last week where I was like, I want to platinum this game, but I also just need to beat it. So, because I want to do the spoiler cast soon, and I want to know what's going on with it, because I don't want it to get spoiled for me. And so I just mainlined the rest of the game, beat it on Thursday, enjoyed the ending, enjoyed the secret ending, or whatever. Not really a secret ending, but like an add-on. It's more so.
You're not supposed to talk about that, Moose.
If I could basically say it, it's like watching. It's like watching a Marvel movie and you have the ending to the movie and then you have the after scene credit. So that's really what it is. Like if you don't find it and don't see it, it's nothing. But if you watch it, it's pretty fucking cool. So I beat that and then immediately put God of War on the shelf because Dark Souls is coming. It's coming with a vengeance. And it's going to own my life probably all summer. So I need to get some challenge games out of the way. So I jumped back into Killzone, and I beat Killzone yesterday.
Hell yeah.
It's a good game. Killzone, it's got some decent shooter mechanics, got some cool weapons, got some cool play mechanics. I like the owl, which is like a mechanical. It's like a drone. Yeah, I like the drone. It was pretty cool. In all honesty, I was using the gunfire mode of the drone and then had to use the shock and then found out the shock was way more efficient for anything I was trying to do and kind of felt like gypped and not knowing that earlier in the game. But anyways, it's a good pickup on a sale if you're looking for a shooter with a decent story that's relatively fast. It's not a long game. Like you could play through it relatively quickly. And so beat that yesterday, and now I'm rolling into the Order. I'm on chapter 9, so I have 6 chapters left in the Order. So
I really love that game, despite how like mediocre it is.
well, I like the Order, and I was talking to Matt about this before we like jumped into recording, because we were hanging out in the Google Hangouts before you were able to join us, and I was saying like if
Moose was Googling me, it was fun.
If I played the game back when it came out, my opinion would be completely different. Having played it, I know it was a PlayStation Plus game for me. I didn't pay anything for it. I think it's like a 6 or a 7. It's a decent game. Story's good. I like the story. I want to move forward with the story. I feel it's a little more actiony than like a Telltale game, but I still kind of feel like it's a Telltale game because like it's very linear. It's extra linear.
Yeah.
Like you go to look around a room and it's like, okay, you go to an end of the hall. That's it. You gotta like you only have one exit out. Like there's not a lot of exploring.
My thing with the Order is like it suffers from the same problem that like PlayStation All-Stars did, where it went like that, like 80% ripping off the thing that, you know, Xbox or Nintendo did with like, so like the Order, like if they would have just totally just ripped off Gears of War's like shooting, like, or like the mechanics or whatever, and just like went full on Gears with it, that game could have been freaking outstanding, because like the shooting feels really good and the weapons feel really good to use. Like that first section where you're kind of like making your way through the city before you encounter the first monster, it like that shooting feels really good, and getting into cover and using the different weapons feels super solid. Like it feels really good. It almost feels better than Gears in some respects. You know, like you feel the weight of the guns when you shoot them and stuff. But like, and the characters are super interesting. Like the whole like Knights of the Round Table and this alternate like history timeline thing is like ridiculously interesting.
Well,
I have my Galahad statue right there.
And it's funny because like I'm following.
That doesn't look like Michael Pale. Oh wait, that's not Monty Python.
I'm playing the game, and like it's awesome. And I'm playing the story, and I'm like, hey, this is pretty crazy. Like Knights of the Round Table, and the guy says, you know, he says something to the effect of like, it's kept me around for like centuries, and I'm like, doesn't he mean maybe decades? Because he's probably like 50. So like, and then like later on in the story, you're like, oh wait, no, he means centuries.
Yeah.
so you're just like, okay. So you're like, I'm liking this.
The weirdest thing about that game, though, there's a lot of there's some monster dick in there.
Monster dick.
There's some regular dick too when you go to the brothel. But anyways,
that's also true.
So I'm enjoying it. I think it's a solid game. I don't think it deserves a lot of the criticism that it got. Could it be better? Yes, it could be better. Do I hope they make a sequel? Yes, I hope Sony makes a sequel. That would be amazing, and give Ready at Dawn more time to like develop their shooting mechanics and get a little more. I feel like it does a really good job of pacing, because you're just like, I don't feel like there's like, okay, can we just move on past this? Oh, okay, another 40, 50 guys that I have to kill. You know, okay, I'll kill them so I can move on to the next story. And then also, I haven't found a gun that I don't like. Like, I like all the guns that they have in the game. Like, just recently, I'm playing through chapter 9, and I was on the bridge, and you take the arc gun with you, and I think the arc gun is pretty cool. The arc gun's a lot of fun to use. And I've been using the pistol mainly so that I can get the gunslinger trophy, and then there's a trophy for headshots. So I'm trying to do that. I like within like 5 seconds, I jumped up from 0 to 20% of the trophies in the game, because I was like, why have I not gotten a trophy? And I look, none of them are story related. All of them are like combat and whatnot related. So I'm like, I want to platinum this game, but due to the 2018 game challenge for NGP, I will probably have to come back to it next year. But I am enjoying it. So I'm enjoying it enough to say that I want to come back to it.
Yeah,
to platinum it. So
yeah, if they do a sequel though, I hope they don't do the whole letterbox thing either, because like when you're trying to snipe and there's some people high up on the roofs and you can't see them because it's not because like you're doing anything wrong. It's just because like the letterbox is in the way and you're just like, I can't see.
Yeah. It does suck. I agree with you.
But I love the characters. It's probably the best 6 or 7 game you'll ever play.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, I'm so glad somebody else likes the order.
Yeah, yes. I like it. I give it a thumbs up. I mean, if you got it with PlayStation Plus,
it's on sale all the time.
It's on the sales all the time. Yeah. So I mean, if you got it with PlayStation Plus, dive in and play it. Matt, play it if you can. If you look for something, decent, good story,
and it's short too. It's only like 6 or 7 hours. It's not like
it's not really that long. So I think I started yesterday evening, and I played most of the day, not all of the day, because I jumped into Fortnite with Jurgen and his buddy from the Netherlands, and so I was playing that like for 2-3 hours of the day. So yeah, it's not that long of a game. You could definitely beat it in one day. You just sit there and play through it and beat it. So I highly recommend it. Matt, what have you been playing?
Really just God of War. I've gotten a lot farther since we last spoke. I don't really want to go into it too much because I don't want to spoil things for people. But pre-show, since Moose had already beaten it, I said, "Here's where I am. How much further am I from the ending?" From the end, and he's like, "You're about 2 hours away." So I've done a lot. I think that game is, actually doing a lot for. It's doing a lot of shit that I actually get angry about at games. I feel like it looks good. It looks better than it plays, and I still like it. Usually in that situation, I don't. Mm-hmm. I think the opening part of the game, probably about halfway to where I am, is written beautifully and masterfully and taken with great care. Now I know that there are plenty in games criticism that have continued to call Kratos to task. Yeah, and I feel like I'm not gonna say they're wrong because I don't think they are. I will say this: I think it's a different argument now.
Okay.
I think it was either Waypoint Radio or maybe one of the Giant Bomb podcasts, or it could have been Idle Thumbs, where they said, look at the people who made God of War up through God of War 3, and then look at those people now. I mean, I don't remember how long it's been since God of War 3, but I think Cory Barlog left right before God of War 3.
What he did was Cory Barlog, creative director in God of War 2, and then he kind of like laid out the design path of 2 and 3 at the same time, and he was there for like maybe a year and a half for God of War 3's development before he left, and then I forget who took over, but but he wanted to make sure like 2 and 3 connected in all the right ways before he left.
Okay. Well, and anyway, but to that point, like I'm pretty sure it's been like 10 years since God of War 3.
I'm looking it up right now.
I feel like it's been a long time.
March 10th, 2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 8 years.
8 years. Yeah. And he said I heard in an interview, he said he didn't start this God of War, designing all that stuff till 2013. So it's only been 5 years since they actually started the development of this game.
Right. And that's
I mean, I'm just putting it in perspective.
Yeah, and as that be that as it may, time has gone by and stuff has happened in these folks' lives. So it's clear that like they're thinking about both their IP as well as how it plays and how it reads. I guess we could use that term in a different way. Like, I mean, and Patrick Klepek on Waypoint, he did like a review, and they did like an episode. They did like an article read on his review, and it's because like he's approaching it like a father now because he has a child. And you have to think that people making this game are approaching it like, parents.
Yeah.
And I feel like, is it perfect? No. But I feel like they actually evolved this character really well in terms of making him a father and making him think like one.
Yeah.
I know Moose pre-show brought up a cool point. Like we were talking about how Sony doesn't have like a Mario, and how the Mario games are timeless. Not just I mean partially because they don't address like a year, but because of their like overall design. They're not they're not like
timeless.
They're not like placed in a particular time,
right.
And they're cartoony. Well, and I'm not saying that as pejorative, but I'm saying that as like they're not photorealistic. Whereas the point that if I remember correctly, you can jump in and correct me, Moose. He was saying like this is a way to evolve an IP that started out in photorealism. And this is how we can keep the IP going. We just change it,
right?
And now I think he also incorporated some story stuff there as well, which we probably now that I'm saying this,
there's no spoilers here,
right?
Because everybody knows Kratos is a god of war, so he has a son now. Okay, so.
Surprise! Guess what happens?
Surprise! He has a son who is a demigod now. Whatever. So me and Matt were talking about it, and my whole point was like spoilers for Uncharted 4. If you haven't played it, the passing of the torch for that series. This might be the passing of the torch for this series because like Mario and Link, like they're timeless. And they could always keep like there's no age to those characters, but like Nathan Drake has an age. Yeah. I mean, Kratos is a god; he doesn't technically have an age. But I think what Sony does with their IPs is they're like, we don't want to wear out the welcome. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, like Kratos has had his time. This is his fourth. This is a continuation of 3 into 4. And I think, and what I was trying to say was this might be that studio's approach to what Naughty Dog is doing with Uncharted and kind of like a passing of the torch. And I'm not saying that Kratos won't be in future iterations of the game. It's just he might not be the main character. You know what I mean? Like his son might take over. And that was my take before I even saw the ending. Before I, like just playing the game for a little bit, it's like, because like as you're moving through the game, like Atreus is getting stronger, you're leveling him up, he's learning a lot more, he's kind of learning to control his rage, like Kratos is trying to really instill that in him to like control his rage and make sure that he doesn't do irrational actions. And so I feel like that's where they're trying to go with it, like.
I feel like there's some parts in the God of War story that have taken its shitty turns. That's my opinion.
I'd love to discuss that with you later.
Yeah,
but sure.
I still like how it's written. I still like their take on it.
Okay.
And I'm having enough fun with the gameplay that I am going to platinum this game.
Good.
I know pre-show Moose said he was like the combat is just annoying, and I feel differently. I don't think Moose is wrong. Fine. You don't like the combat, you don't like the combat. But one thing I have noticed, and I know Corey's been busy, and I'll spoil it for him. He didn't really get a chance to play this week. But I do love how the axe feels.
Yes, the axe feels excellent.
After our conversation with Tahoe last week, I started just leaving the axe. I'm like, you know what? I'll get you later. And
right.
The farther you get from that thing and then it comes back, it's just like, it takes the right amount of time. And I don't know how they did it, but it's still like, for some reason, it even feels like, even though you're holding a controller, it still feels like you've caught something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
they did a good job at it.
I mean, it is exactly like how people talk about Mario jumping, feeling good. I don't know any other mechanic this Actually, you know what? No, I do know a mechanic since like the Mario jump that has felt really good. Parrying in the Souls series. I've been less good with each iteration on the Souls series, but in the parrying, like if hopefully Blue Point is remastering Demon Souls, and hopefully we can get easy parrying back.
I'll just my pants if they announce that game.
But the From Software gets parrying the way that axe feels. And Tahoe's in the chat.
What's up,
Tahoe? Nice to see you, sir. They spent 1.5 years perfecting the axe toys, and it shows.
Yes.
But like in From Software games, when you parry an enemy, it's not only does it feel right, but you also get like a sound cue that is like a deep bass drum, and it's just sort of like you hear it the first couple times you hear it, you're like distracted because it's not unsettling as in like bad, but it's just like that's just different. But the way they do the boom, so good. It feels just like getting that axe back. And I'm kind of in love with it, so I'll keep doing it. And that game's God of War's good. I have some issues with the story, but fucking whatever. You know, everybody's gonna have issues with everything
or anything.
Yeah, everyone is gonna have issues with everything. Moose doesn't like ground metal. Corey doesn't play games, and
Corey doesn't like music. Period. Come on.
I enjoy a tune once in a while.
It's the fucking soundtrack to your life, motherfucker. Come on.
Speaking of music, though, ABBA reunited.
Yes.
Huh?
I saw Beck this year. ABBA's reunited. I've got Church's tickets. Yeah, I'm on fire.
Dark Souls remastered.
Dark Souls remastered. Dragon's Crown Pro. Oh yeah.
This is Moose. Not excited.
Where's this? Woo!
Oh, also, I got a new DualShock 4. I really like it. It's nice.
Nice.
It's nice.
I was thinking of buying one, and then
Top 40 music is not bad, Andy.
Jesus Christ. You're horrible, Andy. Horrible.
No, I'm just saying it's not bad. He can hate it, but it's not bad.
Okay, he hates mainstream country, so we can give him that. Like old school country is good,
but like old school country was mainstream at one point.
No country's good.
No, he's talking.
Johnny Cash has something to say to you, Corey.
He's more talking like poppy country.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah. So, anyways, Corey, what have you been playing?
Well, no, I literally haven't played a single game since we recorded last. I mean, it's been such a busy week this week. I feel like remember when we used to listen to Nerd Overdrive and Lee and Ray would say we've been playing Life Simulator? That's what I've been playing.
Well, you got Baby on the way. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. I mean, last week I edited 51 videos, and 19 of them were for my wife's YouTube channel. So
you've been playing iMovie.
Yeah, actually, yes, you are correct. So I've been kind of managing both YouTube channels for the last week-ish, and then I built a trampoline for my nephews yesterday, so that was fun. Yesterday was Sunday, right?
Basically The Sims.
Yeah. So like, and my wife's videos require a lot more production than ours do. So I mean, not that our videos aren't fantastic, but look,
we're just good from the start. You need to edit a lot. Edit stuff, splice it together, get it going.
And I actually like go through and edit their audio and make sure all like the whistles and like the mouth noises and the all kinds of stuff are edited out, so like it actually sounds like a professional video.
Like way less S's.
Yeah.
Not a lot of T's and plenty of P's.
Yeah. Yep.
I was on the radio.
Yeah. So I've been doing that. I've been transferring lots of furniture from our apartment to either my parents or her mom's or other places. So and you know the game room that I used to record in is gone. It's just totally, it's full of boxes and stuff. I've been packing stuff away. So like I really just haven't played anything. And you know, like I said, before we started recording, I'm starting to like wind down what shows I'm gonna be a part of or working on, or you know, combination of the two. So
which I feel like that's something you need to do.
Yeah. So like I'm working on that and trying to make sure everybody knows what they're doing before I exit, you know, those roles, and make sure those shows are on their way. And you know, I mean, when I when I was writing down the list of things that I was doing, it's like, oh wow, I guess I do a lot for the YouTube channel, and I just like never really realized it until you like sit down and write it out, you know. So
yeah, you do a shit ton.
It's not my fault.
I'm not blaming.
No, it is my fault. I just
like you care. And like we love it. But we also want you to be sane.
It's true. It's fair. The last like 3 days I've just been so my fuse has been so short that it's just been like one little thing could like, you know, and today when I got home from work, I was feeling that way, and I was just like, I had a little snack when I got home from work, and I just told my wife, I'm like, wake me up in an hour. I gotta just crash. Mm-hmm. So I processed some videos, and while they were processing, I took a nap, and it was the best hour of sleep I ever had.
Yeah.
So good.
But I was like, look, I'm not recording anything tomorrow or Wednesday or Friday this week. And it's like, I'm just going to try to make time to play games.
Yeah.
Because like, I literally haven't played anything for me. Like I played God of War the day it came out, and then I haven't played anything since. But besides that, like I haven't really played anything for me. And like, I don't even know when. I honestly don't even remember the last game I played just to sit down and play without any distractions or worrying about where it's going or anything. And it just kind of like, but yeah, so I've been a lot of my time also went to crafting this nice little gaming nook, which is what people are going to be seeing from now on. So
Yeah.
Sweet.
you got me some sweet toys and a poster and a refrigerator.
Fridge. There's a refrigerator back there.
Yes, that's my fridge.
You're
There is going to be
the food. I'm jealous.
Refrigerator Perry?
Yep.
Yeah. Him too.
There will be a green screen behind me, covering the door to the kitchen, and it's going to be on a curtain rod, so I can slide it.
You're blocking access to the food.
I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to eat on camera. That's gross. Nobody wants to hear mouth smacks.
That's why you mute yourself.
Duh.
When me and Matt are blowhards about music, you can just mute yourself and just be like, I'm
gonna finish this sandwich because they're gonna be going a while.
Yeah, exactly. See, you're just not planning your life well enough, buddy.
I know.
I can't help you.
Yeah.
That's fair. You know what? It's fair.
It's like all those times when I vaulted over enemies into the water. Moose is like, I can't
help you. That's what I can do.
Yeah, but I mean, look, not playing games didn't prevent me from buying any this week. So I did get South Park for Switch, and then I got Lightfall for Switch, which
that's out?
Yeah, it came out on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
I cannot wait to play that game. Can't wait. I cannot wait. I love Moose picks up his Switch right now.
No. Oh. No, my Switch is in the other room.
Oh, I thought you picked up your Switch to buy Lightfall like right now. I was like,
I need to go get it. Oh, by the way, Phillips responds to your no one likes mouth noises. Nobody wants to hear Godsmack either, but they still exist.
True.
He says mouth smack away.
Mouth smack away.
you know who else still exists that nobody really wants to? Yep, that's where I was going.
Nickelback. At least we all agree Nickelback fucking sucks.
Yet they still sell millions and millions of albums.
Dude, I'm gonna start my own Nickelback parody band and just rip on them. I mean, look at this photograph.
Oh God, he knows lyrics. Oh my
Something
God.
about making me laugh.
Oh no, stop.
This is how you remind me.
Oh Jesus God, how many shitheads we got on this ship? What the fuck?
Never made it as a wise man.
Okay, I'm out.
I don't know any other songs.
Fuck Nickelback. I'm gonna look at just myself now.
I bet Meme Moose likes Nickelback.
No, he doesn't.
No.
I'll bet you he doesn't.
He doesn't.
No alternate reality versions of anybody likes Nickelback.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because
you know what I describe Nickelback as? It's the music that moms listen to because they think their kids are listening to it and they think it's cool.
Yeah.
So they listen to it.
Yeah, probably.
But nobody likes Nickelback. Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody.
Well, it's like there's a great comedian named Bill Hicks who is fucking legendary, and he has some of the best stand-ups I've ever heard. There's once where he's in front of an audience going, "I know y'all love Billy Ray Cyrus," because this was the early '90s, and all of them are going boo, 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 and he's like, "Oh yeah, that guy sells 15 million albums, and all the guys in here bought them. Fuck you." So, apparently there are a lot of people. There are plenty of people that buy Nickelback, but no one wants to admit to liking them.
Achy breaky heart.
Shut up, Corey.
Don't break my heart. My achy breaky heart. I just don't think it understand.
Phillips, will you please save me? Please. Please save me, Matthew Phillips. Come in here.
So who's better, Billy Ray Cyrus or Miley Cyrus?
Oh,
Miley Cyrus.
Miley by a fucking mile.
By like a mile and a half.
And that's
Matt likes to party in the USA.
Well, look, all I'm going to say is she had multiple albums that are successful. He only had one. He only had one hit.
Fair.
He couldn't even conquer the country charts more than once. So, yeah, And you know, he's an asshole.
Also true.
He's never heard the Melvins. He's a monster. Yeah.
Never what?
You've never heard the Melvins.
Nope.
You're a monster.
I don't care.
You should listen to the Melvins.
I mean, I have the music that I listen to, but
go
like,
on to Spotify and listen to Night Goat by the Melvins. And if you don't just start going, yeah, then you're a monster.
That's fair. That's fair.
He is a monster. I don't understand. Like, okay.
Yeah. To be fair, I do listen to music. I just don't. I'm not super into it like everybody else is, you know.
Like you're not into it like Moose and I are, like everybody else. Because there are plenty of people like I've sat across the table from women that are like, "Oh, I love music. I have a wide eclectic taste," and then they will name 5 or 6 artists that sound exactly the same. So you know, I'm like, no, that you don't know what eclectic means at that point. And you know, not everybody has to be into music. I mean, you're clearly into art, and while I'm into art too, but I don't draw anymore. I used to when I was a kid, and I was okay at it, but then I just stopped. I think it was because I wanted to play basketball. I don't know.
I played basketball.
Yeah, you're tall. That's why.
That's fair. Fair, you know.
One day Corey is going to hear Black Sabbath, and one of Tony's solos will take him to the spirit world, and he won't ever want to come back.
No, I think like for me, like concerts are always like I was a designated driver, and my cousin or my friends would always go and listen and be drunk and stuff, and I would just drive them home. That was like all my concert experiences, like literally every single one except for like one. And like that didn't even count because it was for some like church camp my grandma signed me up for when I was in like elementary school, and we went to a DC Talk concert, and I was like,
wow, DC Talk.
Yep, that was my first concert. I didn't really enjoy it, but
now I'll say this: don't let all of this behind me fool you. I actually don't like going to concerts.
No,
I genuinely don't. I mean, there are artists I will go to concerts for, but I'm like I never, and that's probably because I've never had like the communal experience where I felt like, hey, I'm here with a bunch of people that like this stuff too, and that's probably because I spend less time paying attention to what's going on stage and more time paying attention to the things that are going on around me. And most of the things that are going on around me, and I don't know if this is because I'm just lucky, just shitty people. And I don't want to talk to I am sick of being associated with them through whatever's on stage.
Yeah. I bought South Park and Lightfall this week. I can't wait to play those games.
Yeah, I want to play Lightfall based on what you told us about when you saw it at PAX.
The game mechanics. Yeah.
Jesse Douglas posted some video or I don't know if they were just screenshots or video in one of the Facebook groups.
So it is April 30th.
Yep.
The next time we record will be May 7th.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
Which is a fucking dumb
joke. That was a better rendition than the two of ours. I like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Good job.
Well, now you enjoy my music.
Now he's kissing your ass.
I'm not kissing anyone's ass. I'm just saying that was a better attempt. It's gonna be May.
Moose is hoping the boss will give him a promotion.
No.
So I know next week is a bit problematic for one of the hosts. I'm not going to say who, but the week after is May 14th. We got to start thinking about E3, gentlemen.
Yep.
Yeah, we do. We're going to do some predictions?
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like we have to just sort of lay it on the line now and say, hey, 2 weeks, we got to have predictions in line for E3.
Yeah, because I feel like we want to get out in front of the leaks.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it'll be easy to be like, oh, well, I thought they were going to do that, but they leaked it. So,
yeah.
Weird, right?
It could kind of ruin a lot of stuff. So we can kind of all, like, think of the predictions and what we want to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just come together. Like, maybe do, like, top 5 predictions we think is going to happen. So, I mean, and then, like, obviously, so, like, I could have top 5 predictions, but then a lot of the stuff that I would want to talk about is, like, no-brainers, like, From Software's new game. You know what I'm saying? Like, possibly something coming from Sony that hasn't been announced before. You know what I mean? So, like, those are more the surprises. Or those are the things that, like, people are going to talk about. Like, yeah, like, you goddamn right, From Software is going to announce their new game at E3. Like, they'd be stupid not to do that. They teased it at the Video Game Awards. What's the next big show? And that's E3. So,
I mean, I feel like Andy Kluhl has just beat us to all the predictions. He said E3 will have new games.
I like it.
This
He's a smart man.
right here.
Maybe I'll get a fucking release date for Death's Gambit, but one can hope.
No. I feel like at this point, Death's Gambit is going to be a PS Plus game, and that'll be it. Which I'll take a free game. Fucking why not? But I feel like their chance to put that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Their chance to put that with any sort of thing has come and gone, because I don't. They're not doing any like seasonal stuff anymore. Like they haven't done anything like a spring thing or a fall thing for like 2 years now. So I don't think they're doing that anymore.
Huh? Well, you mean like the spring sale stuff?
Yeah.
I think that's what the digital thing is right now. You talking about?
They're not doing like when Helldivers came out. That was the first in a series of releases that culminated, I think, with Bastion and Shovel Knight.
Yeah, but I think that's what they're doing with the digital downloads, because they got Sword of Ditto. They're gonna have that new game from the Ollie Ollie team, Laser Leagues. Like they've got some new indie stuff coming.
But they're not doing it like a block how they did before.
It is a block. If you go to their blog post, it's
what the hell is this now? This is why we have you here, Moose. You're the PlayStation guy. You're supposed to tell us about this shit.
If you watch and listen to my show,
I do watch every week. You know.
Well, then you would have heard me talk about it.
I don't want to.
I'm also working,
give you that extra download towards beating Nintendo Power Block, so I don't listen.
Boss, shut up.
I'm just kidding. I have to listen every week because I have to edit the show.
Yeah. I actually, I will say, I will be real. Last week was the first episode I've not even listened to yet. I haven't listened to the download. I did not listen live. So that's my bad. I was busy at work.
It's fine. You know what? Sometimes you have to work. Jobs are good. That's how you get money.
I need to get one job that just gives me the same hours so I can just be done.
You should probably do that at some point.
I mean, it sucks so hard waiting for it to happen. Like that's the problem. I have to wait. I'm in line behind people that are already employed. I have to wait for people to either quit, retire, or basically die. And it's annoying. I like my coworkers too, so I don't want to see them go. So but I want to not. I want to have a set schedule all the time. It would be so good.
I have one now, and it's great.
Yeah, shut up.
Except for some reason, my schedule has gotten even more busy since I'm working less hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because you have extra hours to fill.
All that extra time, you're like, hey, cram it.
No, life is like cramming. I'm sure your wife has got you doing some things.
Yeah, baby stuff. It's great.
Yeah, which I'm saying that's fine. You got baby stuff because a baby's on the way, so you got to worry about that. So that's good.
It's true. Yeah. That is true. I have to
I will say this. Reba and I were talking a week or two ago. We were actually just having the conversation about like this is after we had gotten home from Iowa and things like that. I know a couple of friends of mine are talking about crapping out some kids as well. And
is that how that works?
That's what I said.
She just poops them out? No.
I'm not a doctor, but I know that's
you are a doctor.
But I actually we were actually talking about it. She's like, you think they'd let us come visit after they have kids? I'm like, I hope so. I do genuinely like kids. I like messing with them and being around them, and I think I relate to all of them because I'm so fucking childish. And she said, I'll bet you when Corey and Sana have their kid, like we should drive out there and let them go out. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure he has family. She's like, yeah, but you should offer. That'd be cool. So per Reba, if you ever need someone to road trip to babysit your child, hey, call me.
That's a long road trip. Not that I wouldn't enjoy your company.
Hey man, the offer was there. You could have just said that's nice of you, Matt. But no.
Here's the thing.
You had to be like,
listen,
road trip.
Why does nobody want to listen to my?
I don't need your response. You don't need to tell me about your freaking thriving ivory. I don't need to hear your story. You see how that works? Feels good, doesn't it? Now apologize to Moose and tell us about thriving ivory. I think I made him mad.
No. We're good.
He literally just fired me. No, he didn't do that.
Guy, you're gonna leave me alone with him? That's not good.
Well, he did it. What happened to Corey? Oh, there he is. Nope.
Wait.
Matt, you're not fired. I need someone to run the show while I'm gone for a couple weeks.
When?
I don't know. When the baby comes.
Oh, okay. What's happening?
Why can't we see?
Nobody wants to listen to Corey, so I'm going away.
Oh, for God's sake. Of course we want to listen to Corey. Otherwise, why would we be here? What the fuck are you doing, Shinobi?
I don't know what I'm doing.
You look like a Jawa with a skin pigment problem. I don't know what's happening right now. So we've been going a bit. You guys want to go to 20 questions?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
All right. So
hold on.
Stop.
Before we get into 20 questions.
Now wait, Corey. Let the man speak.
Oh my gosh, I'm about
to address what what I think you're about to talk about.
Yes.
Apparently I'm not talking about anything tonight.
Are you about to talk about 20 questions?
No, yeah, I was, but
okay, good, because that's what I'm going to address.
Mm-hmm.
So last week, we had a bit of confusion around the game of 20 questions. I don't really think it was anybody's fault personally, but there was enough on all sides that was just incorrect that we decided we should do a do-over. If you remember, if you want to relive it, there was a point where Corey asked if the game was Corey was asked if the game was still being made, and he said yes.
I said, yeah.
Okay, now Corey said this because there were rumors about said game being made.
Are you not allowed to say the name of the game, Matt?
I'm getting there. Moose and we felt a bit aggrieved because we had sort of narrowed it down to 2 games, and the game we were thinking about was what ended up being his game. He said was still being made, but since there's only rumors, we completely discounted it. Now, also, the game we chose, Rainbow Six, is not even a third-person shooter, like Corey said.
But it was the only thing that we were.
It was the only. We were down to 2, and me personally, I've not played any Rainbow Six games. The game Corey ended up choosing was Splinter Cell, and I've not played that either. Corey had his reasons for answering the question the way he did, and we had our reasons for not going with it because the miscommunication is we'd never really talked about whether or not rumored games.
Also, something I think we need to clarify right now, just so there's no more confusion, is like we need to clarify what generation the Wii U kind of goes in, because like the last Splinter Cell game was on the Wii U. Which was technically the Xbox One PS4 generation, but now that like Nintendo has decided to do their own thing, like everybody seems to be doing their own thing. Remember
the Rock? But see, the Rock. Well, see, you only need to think about. I mean, the Wii U is part of the PS4, Xbox One generation. It's the first console in that, but.
Which is why, like, I was kind of like debating on whether
it came out like way after the 360 and PS3, didn't it? The tail end.
Yeah.
Right. So it was like an early launch of the next generation.
It came out a year before PS4 and Xbox One.
So then it's in that generation. If I was gonna rule on that,
the Xbox One PS4 generation?
It should be part of that generation, which I think we're in the 8th generation now.
Don't do your number thing. Your number thing's wrong. But
it's not wrong. Fucking go. Oh God, I'm gonna fucking smack you. I'm gonna punch you so hard when I see you in May, and I'm gonna have my wife videotape it, and then I'm gonna post it to our YouTube channel. Be like, this is what happens, and then Reba's gonna high five me and say thanks.
Because she's gonna high five you because she's gonna be like, you have no idea how many times he has fucking earned this.
She's gonna be like, I have to live with him. You don't.
And apparently, Andy Cool's taken off for the night. Andy, thank you for hanging out as always.
Peace out, Andy.
Sleep well, sir.
Yes.
Oh, now you guys are not gonna have any help now.
Oh, we never have help.
No, but he usually plays along.
Yeah,
I know he does. And he's good at it.
Yeah, his ratio is better than any of ours. But there was enough incorrect on both sides last week that we said, hey, we're gonna scrap that, and Corey's gonna go again. So he's going to have a do-over, which is the first in our 3 seasons of 20 questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Corey, I'm having a severe brain fart. You said you wanted to clarify something, and I'm completely.
No, I just wanted to know what generation we were going to put the Wii U in.
Okay, the Wii U is PS4, Xbox One.
Because like that, I was putting it in the Xbox One PS4 generation. And like that was my reasoning for saying Splinter Cell has like it's been out on this generation technically, but that was my whole thing.
Now I don't remember if that was answered, but I know we asked if it was. We asked its initial release date as well.
Yeah.
Now, either way, it's all good. So it's your game this week. I'm assuming you have a different game.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a different game, but I didn't really pick one, to be honest with you. Hold on, I can think of a game real quick. 'Cause I'm smart like that.
Smirched.
Sometimes maybe.
Yeah.
He's looking around his room.
Yeah, but that's too obvious. I don't want to pick something that you can see. Seems like a bad idea. Seems like a terrible idea. Ah, boy. Fill some space for like 5 seconds. Yeah, no, maybe.
I don't fill space for 5 seconds. Just pick a game, bro.
I'm trying. I want to pick one that's like not gonna like break anybody's brains.
It's Monday night. Y'all survived Monday. I survived Monday because I had the day off. So.
You know who survived this weekend? The Cavs.
Yeah?
That was rough to watch.
So they made it to the next round?
LeBron's the first player in 30 years to win a series with being the only person averaging over 11 points a game in 30 years. The last person to do it was Michael Jordan in 1986.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. So he
86.
Yeah.
God, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. That was the year I was born.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was 7 at the time.
Yeah. Oh man, what a year that was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Man, I really am struggling here. Okay, I you know what? Screw it. I have a game.
Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma.
You are correct.
Game.
Well, everybody, that's been a game of 20 questions. Thank you guys.
Okay.
I have a game.
All right.
You're probably going to get it in less than 10 guesses, but I don't care.
You've said that before. Moose.
I thought you were going to get the last game in less than 10 guesses. And then it caused NGR controversy. It's probably trending on Twitter. It was so popular.
Yeah.
I would have gotten it had you not said, yeah, the series is still in development.
We would have that's exactly where we would have been.
Sorry. Because if you would have said no, then I would have gone with Splinter Cell. But anyways, fucking whatever. That's in the past.
To be fair, you guys did say Splinter Cell like 3 times.
Yes, because that was the only other game I could think of from Ubisoft other than Rainbow Six.
In the words of Randall from Clerks, let the past be the past.
Right, we're gonna beat a dead horse to death here, all right?
We're disrespecting this horse. Moose.
I'll go first. Was this game initially released before January 1st, 2000?
No.
Was this game initially released in the HD era?
Yes.
Is this game a platform exclusive?
No.
So we're looking at 2000 to 2005.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? No. You asked if it was initially released in the HD era. I said yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he said yes. So it's like
my bad.
2005 to now.
Is this a Western developed game?
No.
Is this game part of a series?
Yes.
All right. So
it's
Eastern developed game, part of the series, initially released this generation. Or no, HD era. I'm sorry.
HD era, not this generation.
Yeah. Well, we got a 2-minute huddle.
Did we start the 2-minute huddle? I didn't even know it started.
I'm pretty sure it has.
Yeah, you have a minute 30 left.
Minute 30. So platform combat, or not platform. This
multiplayer, perspective.
Yeah.
Like, is it third person, first person?
I think my first question will be RPG elements.
Okay, I'll go with combat. You want me to do melee? I'll start with melee,
Sure.
and then we can do shooting as a follow up.
All right.
What about? Do you want to do multiplayer? Do you want to see if it has multiplayer?
Yes.
Okay, so that could be one I'll do down the line.
And then, I mean, do I want to try and? I probably don't want to try and nail down developer.
No, not yet. Not till we get like some more information.
Depending on the answer to RPG elements, I might stick with genre.
That's fine. Dude, totally wrong with that.
Okay.
Yeah, do that. That's a good idea because, you know, because like you can go down that path and I'll go down like the multiplayer, like, you know, whatever else I was going to ask. I'll think of it.
Sure.
Sometime.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Corey, I'm ready to start.
Okay.
Does this game have RPG elements?
Yep.
Okay.
Is this game multiplayer?
Yes.
Okay.
And it is part of a series. Have we asked that?
Yes, it is part of the series. As far as I know, right, Corey?
Yep.
You said yes, right? Okay.
Okay. Part of a series. Multiplayer.
Do we want to ask, is this series still in development?
No. Is this game for classic third person perspective?
Classic.
Do I need to clarify that over the shoulder? Like Dark Souls, like Gears of War, like God of War?
Sort of. Not to that extent over the shoulder, but it is a third person perspective.
Do we like that answer?
It's more Dark Souls than God of War.
All right, that's fine. We could take that.
Okay, yeah.
No. Dark Souls is traditional. Are you talking modern God of War or previous God of Wars?
Well, previous God of War were basically.
I'm talking new God of War. It's more Dark Souls than new God of War.
Okay. All right.
So it's closer to Gears of War then.
We haven't asked. Is there melee combat in the game?
Is that your question?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Melee combat. Don't want it.
Matt, it's not closer to Gears of War.
Okay.
It's like the opposite direction.
Okay. Is there magic in the game?
Yeah.
Ooh, magic. It was released this era, part of the series, has magic.
This is your 2-minute huddle.
And you said yes to multiplayer, right?
Yep.
Can't be. It's not Diablo.
Nope, that's Eastern.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, Western. That's Western. I'm sorry. RPG elements, part of a series.
Melee combat. Shit. Released in the HD era. It's more Dark Souls, third person. So it's almost like.
What if I chose Dark Souls and you guys just way overlooking it?
Fuck you, Corey. Taunting us, Moose. He's taunting us.
I know he is. We got this.
Because Dark Souls fits every single question you guys just asked.
Yeah, I know. Fuck you. Do we want to ask? Do we want to try and gather whether or not it
45 seconds left.
If it
whether or not it came out this generation or last generation?
We can do that if you want. That's fine. So we can go that route, and then like the multiplayer. didn't even. I guess I should refine that question for like, is it co-op or competitive? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, that's totally fine.
15 seconds.
Third person. Part of the series.
Did I ask if there's I asked if there's magic in the game, right?
Yes.
And the answer is yes.
He said yes. So there's magic in the game. So maybe
Time.
Dragon Age? I don't know.
No, it's not third person perspective.
Yeah,
okay.
Dragon Age is third person.
It's sides. Oh, Dragon Age. I'm thinking of Dragon's Crown. Fuck.
I was like, whoa, dude. I'm like,
okay. Well, it's your question, Moose. So,
is the multiplayer cooperative or competitive? Well,
there is cooperative multiplayer in this game.
Okay.
But remember, that does not eliminate competitive.
I know. That was stupid of me. I didn't even refine the question before asking it. So. He's
Did this game initially release on the current generation of consoles? The current generation being PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Wii U.
Yes.
Okay. And it's part.
Do I want to ask, is this a popular series?
I mean, if it's a series, it's going to be popular, right?
Well, not necessarily. There's some series out there that it's like,
Huh. I have a thought.
Witcher. Magic in The Witcher. Oh wait, no, that's Western. That's Western developed. That's not Eastern.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
What if it's Final Fantasy 15?
What if it is Final Fantasy 15?
Ask if this game stars a trash rabbit and blue cheek. No.
No, because there's no magic. So
that mask floats around, though. That's magic.
No.
Final Fantasy is a popular series.
It is a popular series. And that is third person.
As is the Tomb Raider reboot.
It's got
but Tomb Raider doesn't have magic that you use. Like there's magic in the game, but it's not like
you didn't ask if you use magic. You asked
exactly.
If
I knew he was gonna fucking say that. I knew.
God, I'm gonna stab him in the neck.
It's right here.
Female protagonist.
Do you want me to ask that?
Yes. Does this game center around a female protagonist?
Does this game center around a female protagonist?
In parts.
In parts.
In parts. In parts. Current generation.
Mm-hmm. So it can't be Final Fantasy 15 because, as far as I know, there's no female.
Are you sure? There's actually 3 female characters in that game.
Nope.
Fuck, dickhead. But no, it can't be The Last of Us because it can't be The Last of Us, Phillips, because that initially came out on the last generation of consoles, not the current one.
Yeah, and there's no magic in it either.
Oh, there's some magic in that game. It's just not the,
It's not a good game, so there's no magic.
There was magic when I made my baby.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
There's a female protagonist in that story.
Yeah. Yeah, because Corey's
a male antagonist.
Fuck.
Whose question is it mine? Or Matt's?
It's mine. And timer's been up a long time ago. So all right.
RPG elements.
I already asked that.
No, I know. There's RPG elements. There's melee combat. There's magic. Third person.
I've given you guys like 3 minutes on this question.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not my fault.
Is this a Square Enix game?
Sure is.
Ooh, Square Enix game.
Ask if there's a ask if this game is if this game's characters have been compared to a boy band. Or is Final Fantasy 15 a boy band? I don't even know.
What if I ask if this game took like 10 years to develop?
Okay, all right.
Did this game take 10 years to develop?
Let me check that.
Over 10 years. Did it take over 10 years to develop?
Let me check that fact for you.
Okay. Because they fucking announced that shit way back in 2005, 2006. It was like, wasn't it like Final Fantasy versus
13.
You said over 10 years to develop?
No, he said 10.
Oh. Yes. You guys 2-minute huddle.
I don't know anything else about Final Fantasy 15.
Does it have a character named Noctis in it?
Well, I know you could ask that. Like, what else?
Tekken has a character named Noctis in it.
No, that Tekken's not. Is that Tekken out yet?
Yeah.
That add-on?
Assassin's Creed has Noctis in it.
Yeah, but Tekken is not like traditional third person. That's side scroller. It's a
Assassin's Creed is.
Assassin's Creed doesn't have a game.
The city of Final Fantasy has a character named Noctis in it.
I'm gonna drive to Ohio.
I see why you're just trying to. Why you gotta piss us off? Corey?
By the way, does Final Fantasy 15 have multiplayer in it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Oh.
Yes, it fucking does.
Oh.
I know that for a fact.
Oh.
All right. Can I like if we ask like was the demo for this game released in an HD remake of another game? Because if he says yes, we know it's it because that came out. The demo for it came out in Final Fantasy. What was it? Zero type. I don't fucking.
That technically wasn't a demo. It was more of a prequel.
You know what? I'm gonna ask if there's if Noctis is in this game. Is there a character named Noctis in this game?
Sure is.
Fuck, it's Moose. It's Final Fantasy 15. I am.
We're not gonna.
It can't be Assassin's Creed because that's by Ubisoft.
What if it's Final Fantasy All the Bravest for cell phones? It's multiplayer.
That's not a traditional third. It's not a traditional third person. It's side scroller.
Moose,
booyah, motherfucker!
I say we put this to bed. Do it.
Is this game Final Fantasy 15?
Yes. It is.
Okay. All right. With the end of 20 questions. I don't know what the score is. We're gonna have to.
I don't even know either.
I'm winning by 1 point now with all these.
I know you're ahead.
I think you guys are tied.
Well, I don't think we're tied. I think one of us is ahead. I think Moose might be ahead. I know you're now 1 point ahead of second.
No, dude. If anything, we're tied because I'm coming from behind. I'm not ahead of you. There's no fucking way, dude.
Such a fascination with the ass from you, Moose.
Listen, I love your ass. I'm just telling you.
That's right, you do.
There's no way.
That's right, you do.
No way. There's no way.
Go ahead.
Anyways, we're either tied or I'm in last. So like that's I don't even know what the score is.
We
need a historian. We need somebody to like
We need someone to create an NGR Radio wiki and just have a subsection of 20 questions.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, score for season 3 or season 2. It's season 2. Are we season 3? We're season 3, right?
Season 3.
Season 3.
Yeah, because I won 1, Moose won 2, and we're ending this one at E3. I think is that what you said?
There's only like 6 weeks left in this season because we got May, and then
June starts.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will do some digging. I will listen to the last few episodes and see where
I was keeping score, but then like in the videos, the scores started becoming wrong because I can't math. So
right, so I'll take care of it. With the end of 20 questions, that brings us to the end of Nerds Gone Rogue episode 93. Sorry, I had to burp. Moose, where can we find you?
Find me at Svhenn on Twitter, Instagram, and PlayStation Network. I don't play Crapbox. PC, I'll let you know when I build a PC to play on Steam. I've got an account. I just haven't played on it much.
I hear about this PC for like 30 episodes.
Dude, I know. I need to just stop and shut. Dude, so much shit gets in the way with life and stuff. So
yeah, like those platinums.
No, not the platinums, just mold issues in the bathroom and trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for it. But anyways, God damn you, Matt Phillips. You can listen to me, Jeff, and Jason discuss PlayStation and PlayStation games on Nerds Gone Platinum. You can tweet us at NG_platinum. You can email us questions, comments, and concerns at nerdsgoneplatinum@gmail.com. So, yeah. That's where you can find me. Matt, where can we find you?
I am Matthew Keel. You can find me on every social media platform I choose to be on, mainly Instagram, Twitter, and PSN. Infinite_rewind is my handle on all of them. I have a Switch friend code. I don't memorize it, but Corey puts it in the description to the episode. So if you feel like it, find me there. And while I won't talk about what the worst Elder Scroll is, I will say what the best one is. It's Morrowind, without a shadow of a doubt. Corey, take us home.
Is it okay is it okay? Is Moose gonna like shake his head at me? Is it okay if I?
You know, I don't care what Moose does. You tell us about you and us and everything in between.
Yeah. Before I plug my stuff, I know we're kind of approaching 100 episodes, and like, you know, a couple of our shows are hitting big milestones, and I just kind of want to like.
Power Block's already passed us. They're at 100.
Yeah, but that's because that show goes up twice a week sometimes. So.
And it's a machine.
And it started like way before. It started before NGR did too. So like.
It did, yeah.
To be fair, but anyways, like. A lot of our shows are hitting major milestones, and like I just kind of want to say like I'm really proud of everybody for like doing so well, and you know, kind of making all the shows great, you know, because like couldn't do it without everybody, you know, Jesse, Ed, Jason, like Jeff and Moose, and the way they're taking on Platinum, and you know, Arsenal X is chugging along and almost at 50. And, you know, Ed and Jesse do a lot of work for that show. And I just kind of show up and just kind of like here. I just kind of show up.
Yeah, Platinum's almost at 52, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. What, 45 is this week, I think. So, like, you know, I just want to say, like, I'm really proud of everybody. And, like, a bunch of the spinoff shows are really doing well. And, you know, it's a good time. I'm just really proud of everybody.
It's a good time to be on Nerds Gone Rogue.
It is.
Yeah, got a lot of good content.
Yeah, and like I hope I'm here for episode 100. I gotta make the time to be here for episode 100 because like just gotta be here, man.
Dude, I will say this: don't be like me and miss because I missed our 50th and I felt shitty about it.
Yeah, but 50's I mean, I wouldn't really say 50 is like a major milestone.
But it's kind of like it's not 100, but you know. still, I felt shitty about it because I was like, man, it's 50. I should be there.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, like, you know, after episode 100, like, I will be taking time off because of the baby when it comes. So, like, you know,
we're gonna be a freight train going off the rails, Matt.
No, I
Can't wait.
I kind of, and you know, I'm kind of like working on some cool things for episode 100. Like, I've got a cool trailer in the works with a bunch of like dumb moments from the history of the show. And,
so you're just replaying the show?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
On trailer.
Yep. It's probably like a 300-hour trailer.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then
there's somebody out there who will watch that.
I know. Someone will watch it. But anyways, like, you know, I'm making a cool intro for episode 100. And Matt, we're gonna have to like pre-record some things for that. I'm gonna need you for that.
Okay.
But I mean, we'll just do it before an episode or whatever. But
fine.
See how
it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Hey, you know what?
Moose, you're gonna be involved. Don't be like that. You know you.
Nope. He shook his head one too many times tonight. He's not involved.
Oh, you done fucked up, Moose.
But anyways, you can find me at Corey HD on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find me on our Nintendo show, Nintendo Power Block, our second highest rated show on the network, right there above Nerds Gone Platinum, right there, right above
Platinum, like my controller.
Yeah, nope. Got my Switch. But yeah, if you want to play games with me, all of our stuff is in the description below. Check out Squad Goals, which is our kind of multiplayer Let's Play show that we're doing for Arsenal X. It's a good time. It's a good time. So it
is a good time. I've watched. Not
yeah.
live. I've watched the archives.
Yeah, it's man, dude, some PUBG, man. There's some pretty funny things that happen. Jesse likes to murder me with vehicles, and
I mean, yeah,
that's understandable.
Yeah,
well,
we're on a team.
Where else can you kill your boss?
But anyways,
that's why I like Fortnite, because you can't kill your teammates.
Yeah. But anyways, you can find this show every Monday right here on youtube.com/NGRradio and NGRradio.com/Nerds Gone Rogue.
Hell yeah.
And check out NGR Radio B-Sides on Thursdays. I know we don't really do a good job promoting that, but we have a good time with that too, where we just discuss a random topic. This week's topic, really good. You can watch us live every Monday at around 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So come watch us live. If not, you can find the video all properly edited the following Monday. And well, properly edited is loose.
Yeah, although loses sense.
Although I did do a proper edit of last week's show because we were talking about some things that maybe shouldn't have been talked about on air.
I agree.
So, no bloopers on the episode. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for pushing us towards 100 episodes. And until next week, we love you. I won't be on next week's episode. That's okay. Matt's got the helm, and I'm sure him and Moose will have a fireside, or they'll find a guest.
100 miles an hour. I'm already there.
Yeah. So.
But until then, banana and out.
You're welcome.
Gonna be like, I'm here, I'm drunk. Woo!
You got like a big choo-choo train.
What?
Waterboy? From the Waterboy?
Oh, jeez. You know how long it's been since I've seen that movie?
See, I would have said the same thing, except for when I went to PAX, for some reason, Joey and everybody else that I went with decided to put it on because it's on Netflix. So we got pizza.
Oh, yes. So totally. Why wouldn't you?
We got pizza. We got pizza and beer and watched The Waterboy.
I mean,
it was a strange evening,
to say the least.
I mean, like pizza and beer, but then The Waterboy.
Pizza, beer, and that high quality H2O.
Water sucks. Gatorade's better. Gatorade. Oh, man. You want to take a gander at how many videos I edited this week, Matt?
No, not really. I'm already exhausted thinking about it.
51.
Damn, that's a lot of videos.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm trying to get content done for when I'm not doing any.
Yeah.
Also.
Fair.
Yeah, so. We've got squad goals recorded through June.
Oh, nice. Hey, Andy's back in the chat. Where you been, man?
Andy's back. Woo!
Guess who's back? Back again.
This is my Moose impression.
Andy's back.
Woo!
Tell your friends. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I'll stop. Hi, Andy.
Here's my Moose impression. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna take my hat off for this.
Oh, hang on. Let me get to where I can see it. Okay, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Woo! Welcome.
That might be the dumbest thing ever.
Xbox sucks. Welcome.
One of these days, I'm gonna build a PC.
I'm gonna build a PC. Play all my indies.
Dark Souls with mods. You're welcome.
I gotta get them Steve Chivos.
Oh God.
I gotta get Dark Souls remastered at a reduced price.
Humble bundle, bitch.
Do it. You can.
Hey Moose, stay tuned for the bloopers next week on next week's episode.
You might want to actually listen to the show next week. Oh, it's a good time.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do this new seating arrangement. I'm trying not to let people see my refrigerator.
Refrigerator,
which is right here. Well, don't worry. There's gonna be a green screen here on a curtain rod, so that's gonna be
sweet.
Fun. My little 4x4 nook. I'm like,
yep. Hopefully this Friday I will actually get into my office, and I don't know if I actually want a podcast there anymore. But like I need a space apart from like where I game downstairs.
Yeah. I have this little table right here with the microwave on it that I think I'm just gonna use my laptop.
There you go.
And
don't turn the microwave on, it might fuck up your laptop.
I'm just gonna put it on the floor.
I mean, that's cool.
I don't know. We're kind of like running out of space.
No.
I don't know if you heard, but there's a third person joining our household.
Yeah, it's so nice of you to adopt some immigrants. No, I'm kidding.
My wife is an immigrant.
Jesus Christ.
Is she?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that.
I didn't adopt her. I married her.
Right. I mean, well, I've seen Parks and Rec. Tom Haverford taught me how it works.
Fair.
And the ratio of you to Sana is basically Tom to his wife. So
also fair. Woo!
Reba and I are rewatching. Like I'm kind of watching that 2 run-throughs concurrently because like I'll put it on at work, and Reba and I are like watching it together as well. So I'm like super far past her, but I'm rewatching it with her as we go. I've watched the episode where Leslie and Ann fight, and like the snake juice episode. That episode might actually be my favorite because
it's a good one.
Because I mean, only for Ron Swanson dancing to gangster rap.
Yeah, well, that's hilarious as well.
Okay, why are you so dour? I figured you might get a chuckle out of that. I mean, I know Moose doesn't care. Moose is basically dead inside.
If it's not a PlayStation indie, I don't care. Or Dark Souls remastered.
Not true either. None of that's true.
Xbox sucks. You're welcome.
Well, I can't help that they do that to themselves.
I love it when we get measured Moose here. Well, actually, if you really examine both sides,
can't help it.
Can we just film Moose in like a shirt and tie and just have him have like a normal debate, but really just slight Xbox without like just properly say all the negative things about Xbox? Well, see, here's why PlayStation is better in all categories.
But see, it needs to be a short sleeve button up shirt.
Yeah, with a pocket protector.
Yeah, well, no, not. I wouldn't even go that far. But like, he needs to have like a metal like pointer, and he needs to be standing in front of like a whiteboard. Whereas,
so with a short sleeve button up shirt and tie, can he be wearing jorts with it?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I don't know. I mean, are we gonna actually? I mean, I feel like he needs to wear the jorts just to capture the mood. I don't think we'll actually see jorts in the presentation,
right? As
like framing, but
unless he like stands up, he's like, I gotta adjust my jorts.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
He pulls out. He's like, oh, hang on, excuse me, I'm getting a call. And he pulls out like a Zach Morris cell phone.
He pulls out a beeper, actually.
Sky pager. He's like, oh, Kelly needs me to open the door again. I'm so glad.
I'm only getting a bunch of pound signs.
Love you, Moose. Yeah, I deserve that. Corey, let's start a B-side.
Okay. Well, I gotta. Well, would have been smart if I should have put my game monitor here and put the computer monitor here, and then I could have looked at you guys while where my camera is. That would have been the smart move.
I mean, it's not. It's not my fault. Your hindsight is 2020. I don't know what you want.
A baby. He doesn't have any more brains. Like, that's it.
Back it up, Doyle. I feel fat.
Welcome to the club.
It's fine.
I am.
All right.
I'm not serious. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's not like trolling you there.
I know.
Shit, man. I have to like not eat anything for like the next 2 weeks for when I go to Pennsylvania because there's a smorgasbord up there.
Oh, Jesus God.
Called Shady Maples, and it is the best breakfast on the fucking planet. And I'm going to eat so much food there. Like, I can't eat for a whole week before we go there. I mean, then we're going to drink. We're going to day drink,
Yeah.
Me.
We are getting you day loaded at Tired Hands.
So we're gonna load up. We're gonna load up on food.
What do the Amish drink? Hard apple cider.
I don't know what they drink, but I'm not gonna be drinking with the Amish. We're gonna go eat at an Amish smorgasbord, and then we're gonna go drink elsewhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy, you gotta get to Shady Maples. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's
Andy,
so good.
Shady Maples.
I mean, we used to. It's like an hour and a half, maybe hour 45 minutes from where I grew up, and we used to make the drive on Saturdays just to go for breakfast in the morning. Like, that's how hardcore we were.
Wake up at 5, get there by 7.
And the cool thing is, like, it's like, what do I want? Do I want an omelet that's fucking awesome? Do I want like waffles, fresh made waffles? Like, you go up and you just order them, and it's just like, oh.
And then so like, I have all these choices. Yes, have some.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's like, I'll have everything. Thank you. Yeah.
It's like another great Parks and Rec quote. Bring me all the bacon and eggs that you have. Wait a minute. I want to make sure you heard me. Because what I think you heard is bring me a lot of eggs and bacon. What I said was bring me all the bacon and eggs you have.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bacon.
Yeah, it is a lot of bacon, man.
This headline just makes me really sad.
Which one?
Kimishima says Nintendo has plans for a 3DS beyond 2019. Get out of here. Stop it. Stop it. It had its run. It's good. It's done.
Quit supporting bad behavior.
Stop it. Everybody stop buying 3DS stuff. Stop it.
Buy that Switch.
You're welcome.
Yes. Okay.
All right, B-sides.
B-side time.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You're welcome.
Yes. Okay.
I have to pee.
Yeah.
All right. What is our topic going to be?
What's that? What the fucking topic? We don't need a topic.
Is this your first time, Moose?
Yeah. Fucking
No.
noobs.
Anyways, y'all go to the bathroom. I'll hold down on the chat.
That's what Moose does. Holds down the chat.
That's right. Rocking and rolling. Oh yeah. Andy, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Good week. Good start to your week. It's Monday. I had off today, so it was an excellent start to my week. Mowed the lawn today, so that's done. That's out of the way. Love it. Just hanging out, man. Saw Beck last night. Oh, Beck puts on a great show. It's a great show. Freaking awesome. Anyways, whew. That God of War, I tell you. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. I look forward to seeing you in like a couple weeks. I think it's like what? Not next week, but the following week. So like what? So like 3 weeks from yesterday is the wedding, I think. I can't do math. You know I can't do math. But let's check that out. Yeah, he is. Oh, there's Mr. Keel. And I wanted to tell you, I'm so pumped for churches. Like, unbelievably pumped for churches.
You should be.
And Beck was amazing. Beck was really, really, really good. I have a problem with live shows. I think I've talked about this countless times, where like the instruments are way above the vocals and you can't hear what they're saying. And it's like your sound guy sucks ass. Like you need to get a new sound guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, I say like you could do a better job, but I'm not saying I could do a better job being the sound guy. So I'm not saying that it's not hard. I'm not saying it's not hard to be a sound guy. I'm sure it's insanely difficult. So it's really hard to find those bands that are like, they have a sound guy that just fucking gets the artist and just does like a great job. And his sound guy is awesome. Like he sounded really good, sang a lot of good songs. Kind of like he was just hit the ground running, and it was a great roller coaster, and then just hit a point where he like slowed it down, did some acoustics, and I was just like, oh, you're killing it, man. You were doing so good. But you know, like he did Lost Cause off Sea Changes.
Yep.
And he did another song that's well known by like his more hardcore fans than I am. And I was like, I respect that, but it's like I could tell, you could tell like 60 to 70% of the crowd was just like lost.
Want to hear colors.
Like not necessarily want to hear colors, just want to hear like your more well-known stuff. So he played my favorite song off Colors, which is I'm So Free. So that was awesome. Awesome rendition of that. He played Guero off Guero, which I was like, yes. Yeah, I couldn't fucking believe he did it. And I was like, yes, this is amazing. He did do Loser, but it wasn't like an encore. It was like kind of middle of the set. I mean, and not that it was like subpar. You just knew like that's not his encore, so like that's awesome. So
Which
and
is
he
good.
and he opened it up with Devil's Haircut, which was cool. So that was really good.
That's a good opener. That's a good ass opener.
Yeah, but he had like quote unquote an opener band, but he didn't have. So it was just two. It was like the opening band and then him. So he played extra long. Because like usually bands have like three. Like they'll have an opener, like an opening opener, and then the opener, and then them, and but like to like chop up the time. But he didn't have a third act or a second act other than him playing.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean,
long.
he's been releasing albums since 1991.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got 27 years.
Yeah.
Like he's got the catalog for it.
It was cool because like I wish I could remember the other ones, but like so he was going through towards the end, and like Kelly and I left because I pretty much heard what I wanted to hear, and I wanted to get her home so she could go to work today. Like I wasn't trying to like battle traffic.
Oh, of course.
So like, we were like going to leave, and he was going through like introducing like all his band members and stuff, and like his guitarist did a Rolling Stone song, like played a riff from a Rolling Stone song. I can't remember what it is, but I know it was Rolling Stones. And then like his keyboardist did Cars by Gary Newman, and I was like, this is awesome. Like it was a really great show. I'm so glad.
Cars.
Yeah, exactly. I was so glad I got to go, but I'm so glad I got to get some Church's tickets. So I'm pumped for that show and the new album coming out next month.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear that album.
Now, you said you aren't paying attention to singles, right?
I heard the first one, and I know that like a couple have come out since, I think, and I've just not been listening. 4. Yeah, I'm like, I want to hear it. I'm going to hear it all.
Right. Yeah. And I understand that, and I agree with that. Personally, I like them almost as much as the last album's stuff. So like, I think it's going to be a really good album. If it's in the same vein, like Get Out, the first single was really good. My Enemy was okay, and then she did Miracle, which was awesome, and then I can't remember the name. There's 4 singles out right now, but they're all really good.
Yeah, and like a lot of the press that I'm reading about their single, like a lot of them are just like, a lot of them I feel like they're trying to be takedown artists, and I mean, I'll know more once the album comes out. Like I liked Get Out, but do I think it's better than like anything on Every Open Eye? No, I don't. I feel like it's a step back, but also like you have to take that stuff into context. I mean,
Never Say Die was the other single. I'm sorry.
But you have to take that into context. I mean, because I remember when their first album came out, like everyone was all about The Mother We Share. Like it was all about that opening track. Everybody was talking about that, and I'm like, and then because it seemed like because of that, like that album was given way better reviews than I feel it deserved. Or at least people thought more highly of it than I did, which is fine. I thought it was a very good album.
Yeah, but it wasn't amazing. I'll agree with that.
But like Every Open Eye like has a grandiose swagger about it that Bones of What You Believe just did not. I don't think their EP even had that either. Like I feel like this band has gone a ways to like say, hey, we're going to be a career band rather than just single album.
Right.
And they've written enough good material that I will go with them on that journey. So I'd much rather just wait and see it as it comes rather than just get it in chunks.
Right.
I mean, and like I listened to the first single. I'm like, okay, so this is kind of what I'm expecting. Cool. I'll go with it. I like a band like the War on Drugs, which is a different band, not just in name. It's like a different type of thing. Like
Yeah.
I will probably get their singles when they come out, because each of their songs, even in the context of their albums, like it's like its own separate thing, despite fitting into the grander picture.
Yeah.
And you can get, compact ideas from that within. It's like cutting out a section of a quilt. And then when you hear it in the album, it makes sense in the album as well as on its own. And I don't get that from Churches, but that's not a denigration by any stretch.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that. I know you've been on a metal thing.
A little bit.
But see, it's weird because like I think I'm starting to really want to listen to more metal, and I think part of that is because I know Reba doesn't like it all that much. And I don't want to be that dickhead, but like at the same time, just like, man.
I gotta tell you this. Like Kelly hates me sometimes because she'll fall asleep in the car when I'm driving, and so like I'll just throw on Churches. She's like, she'll like wake up and she'll be like, God, she's like, damn it. She's like, I'm waking up and like Barbie's playing in the background. I'm like, fuck y'all. She's like, whatever. Sword has a new album out, which is good.
Which is good, yeah.
Andy says Iced Earth.
Iced Earth, yeah.
I need to listen to them. So
yeah, I still need to listen to Neurosis, which you and Phillips talked about. I have not heard Iced Earth either.
Right.
Unleash the Archers, I've not heard either.
So I've
heard Nightwish. I don't like Nightwish personally.
So like Unleash the Archers. This is my problem. Like I don't want growl vocals. Like I don't want that. So like it's just like I heard like I clicked on their first song, their most popular song on Spotify. I'm just like, yeah, it's like, and I'm like, listen, if you like that, that's fine.
Phillips is here.
Like that's fine, that's cool. Music's cool, but I don't like, if I can't get into the lyrics, I'm not going to be able to get in your music. And I'm not saying that that's like the artist's problem. That's a me problem.
Yeah.
And I understand that and I own it. And that's what kind of puts me in my silos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will admit I couldn't really listen to the Sword at first when they released their second album. And then I bought it on a whim and was listening to it, and just like in listening to them, like I got used to his vocals and was able to understand what he was saying. But there's a difference there in that and then just like growl vocals, like Lamb of God. Like I can't listen to Lamb of God. Just like I don't want to listen to that shit. It's horse shit. I don't like put it in the manure pile and take it to the farm to grow some crops. Yeah, exactly. Like that's what he's crops. Yeah. Yes, Phillips, I would listen to music in another language. I have no problem with that, even if I can't understand. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just, you might be angry, might be whatever. I know I get angry and all that stuff. It's just weird to me. Like, I don't want to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, and I can get down with that too, because there's a difference between like the way the Melvins deliver music, and the way like Meshuggah does, or the way like Lamb of God does. I'm not going to say that the growl is a bad thing. In fact, I think the growl is a very good thing, despite not really going in for all that. I think that I've heard plenty of the growl that has been good. I've also heard plenty of it that I'm just not into. Since you're on the metal thing, have you checked out Power Trip at all?
Me? No, not
Okay.
yet.
Check out Power Trip. They might be straddling that line,
Right.
but the one that they just released is like all early stuff that hasn't been on an album. They have a song called Hammer of Doubt that's really good thrash, in my opinion.
I'll check that out.
So if you like early Metallica, you might.
I do.
You might be, you know.
Andy, I will give them a try again. I just retried their song, and like you said, it is only growling for accent. Like her vocals are completely different or separate from that. So I'll check out Unleash the Archers. I'll listen to them while I'm working tomorrow, because I'm sure I'll have a lot of work upon my return from a 4-day vacation. Which will be nice. But I will check out Power Trip, and I do want to check out the Melvins, because if they're cool, like their tickets are damn dirt cheap in Charlotte. Yeah. So
they sort of put that restriction on as well. Like they release an album. They release an album every year, and they tour all the time, and they usually keep their ticket prices low.
Cool, which is nice. And that venue is pretty cool. Like the venue that they're in is small, and so I always catch the wigs there, and so like I think it'd be an awesome venue to like check out the Melvins. So I'll listen to them, and if they're cool, I might buy a ticket and go check them out.
I mean, I'd tell you, I'd pick out albums to listen to, but like the newest stuff I would pick is still, 10, 12 years old, because I haven't listened to anything like they've released year on year since probably 2009. And that's not because I don't think it's good, it's just I haven't gotten to it. But I mean, I was listening to them when I was super getting into music, and albums like Stoner Witch and Houdini, and what's the other one? It's Gonna Kill Me. I remember. Well, there's one with like a cornucopia of fruit on it. That one's really good too. I don't remember what the name of it is.
We're talking the Melvins?
Yeah, the Melvins.
Okay.
But all those are from like early mid 90s.
Okay.
They did a couple albums in the mid 2000s. One is called Lick Your Boots, and there's the one right before that. Both of those are, belong as like high points in their career as well.
Nude with Boots. Nice.
Yeah, Nude with Boots. That's what it is. Also, if you like them, check out Elder. Elder's really good. Okay. And then Sleep as well. Sleep's new album is a motherfucker of an album.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the whole thing, but I've listened to like some songs here or there, so I definitely want to get back to that.
Mm-hmm. And then
I feel like a lot of this stuff I just need to like put on and just listen to, just let it play.
Yeah.
Bullhead is the album with a lot of fruit on it.
That's it. Bullhead's great.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now on Spotify, so a lot of their stuff's on there, so I'll definitely check them out. Cool. Stick to power metal and symphonic metal. I know. And listen, I'm a piece of shit when it comes to listening to metal. I have such strict parameters that bands have to meet.
That's not really strict. I mean, it's different. It's either you're being strict or you just know what you like. And I think you know what you like.
I think I know what I like too, or what I like. I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah.
And like my problem is, this is my problem. I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, I like what I listen to, but I kind of like listen to the same shit over and over and over. So I want to find like new stuff. So I'm trying to find like new stuff within the realm of what I listen to. So like Ghost fits that, I think. So like I like listening to them and their new live album, and so I'm looking forward to their new album on June 1st. But it's also like I know what I don't want to waste my time with. Like I'll be honest, I don't care how much Phillips doesn't like me for it, but I will never listen to a Lamb of God's song / album unless I'm being Chinese waterboarded. Like, or like I'm in a bar and like someone's playing it and I have to listen to it. Like, I will never willingly listen to their shit because I don't like it. You know what I mean? So I had that conversation with my former roommate, and he's like, I get what you're saying. He's like, I like listening to them for the music. Like, he listens to them for like all that stuff. And so yeah, I know you hate me
for a lot of reasons.
I know, Phillips. And the sad thing is, I love you for a lot of reasons. So it's, I mean, you know, it's a love-hate relationship.
I love and hate both of y'all for tons of reasons. Corey, don't feel left out. I love and hate you too. This is why we're all friends. Andy, I don't really have a reason to hate you yet, but it's still early.
It's still early in the relationship.
Don't feel left out. I'll find one.
Yeah. Are we ready to kick this off?
I think we are. I feel like we've limbered up. There was something else I wanted to say. I forgot but there was something on
limber up.
I wanted to say about the power metal and symphonic metal. I feel like there are merits in both of those. Power metal more so. The symphonic metal, some of it just sounds so heavy-handed. Like, at some point you want to say, you know what, I get it. I get what you're doing, but you don't need to sell it. So, like, that's my problem with Nightwish. Like, I get it. You're basically a dinner theater metal band. I get it. You don't need to sell me. Okay, but with that, want to have a show?
Yeah, let's do it.
I guess.
All right. I like how Corey is just like has a scowl on his face, right? I guess.
No, I lost something and I can't find it, and it's really bugging me. And that's like all that I can. No, it was a gift card.
Oh yeah. Oh, that sucks. I hate losing those.
Yeah. So it's really bugging me, but it's okay.
Yeah, and I agree with Phillips on this one too. Sometimes you just want to put on a Manowar album and charge into battle. Sometimes you need that. And I feel like that's, you know, there are things for that. But let's have a show.
Yeah, let's do it.
In 3, 2, 1.